Hi everybody, it's another year. Here we are back at Lemons HQ. I'm Jay Lamb, that's Nick Pond. We have just returned from Carolina Motorsports Park and the Southern Discomfort Race.
And it was a great start to 2013. Judge Phil keeping up with the current trends and
the trends this week.
Yeah, he had a team for a penalty. You guys take this camera, go out, make me a Harlem Shake video. 30 minutes later, they came back with this. That was hella sweet.
Not so sweet. I just gotta say, I like barbecue, I like moonshine, I like all of that stuff, I really do. But you know what? This was just too much. It was like fried chicken, deep fried lard, bacon wrapped lard, deep fried bacon wrapped lard, potato chip crisp in deep fried bacon fat lard. I'm still illin'. It's like 2 days later. That was just butt terrible. I can't live like, well, the moonshine was okay, but I can't live like that anymore. That was butt terrible.
On the subject of other great American traditions, the Chevrolet Monte Carlo. As a matter of fact, in 7 years of doing Lemons racing, no Chevrolet, and in fact no General Motors product in general, has ever won a Lemons race outright.
It doesn't say anything about General Motors that they are the most common automobile in the world, and in 89 attempts they have never once succeeded in winning this race.
You know,
you can't draw it. It's just coincidence.
This is real bad luck. Is what that
yes,
is.
that's what that is.
So the Moldy Carlo is a Chevy Monte Carlo covered in quite a bit of mold, and they started out doing just as badly as other Chevys.
All other Chevrolet rear drive.
Which is real bad, driving through to mud and whatever else.
Yeah.
And at some point, they flipped the switch and kind of figured it out. I mean, I think they set a rev limit of, I don't know, 1,900 RPM, so the thing wouldn't blow up. And then they drive around, stay out of trouble, and which, you know what, they kind of led wire to wire and won the darn thing.
Yeah,
so
it was spectacular.
Congratulations to them and in the rest of the winners who we don't care about.
Couldn't care less.
The heroic fix goes to Knox Vegas Lowballers, and they took another great Lemons tradition of taking a real bad car, taking an engine from a different real bad car, combining the two into a car that's not half as bad, but in fact 4 times as bad.
Yeah. In the vain hope that that will actually help.
It's a Geo Metro Ford Contour SVT, which was, you know, you didn't see those on the road about 2 weeks after they were introduced. And they combined the two, thing blew up, that's all right. We've got a spare motor right over there. Catch is, it's sort of in the car that we drove to the track, so that's not gonna stop us. We'll put the motor in, and we're pretty sure they're still stranded there.
Alex of Team Sputnik got the I Got Screwed award. 2 reasons. One, he brought his Nissan Stanza wagon, which he had chopped the entire front end off of. I don't know why he did that, but he did manage to break the can't change the crush structure rule, so he had to park that car. But the good news is he got NSF's car at the end of the race. NSF agreed to give them their K car when they were done with it. Alex was going to drive it home. That car blew up 2 motors. It was not running. The transmission was gone at the end of the race. So Alex and the Knox Vegas Lowballers, they're all still living at CMP.
The special award for this race was the class of '64. Now, Judge Phil noticed that there were 2 cars from 1964 in this race, and well, you had to give it an award to the top finisher of the 2. Now, there was a Ford Fairlane and a Dodge Dart, and heck, they had a 1 out of 2 chance of winning. So the Ford Fairlane totally failed, and the Dodge Dart walked away with the class of '64 trophy.
The Judge's Choice Trophy, Grandpa Dave's Motorsports, they took a really horrible S10, S15, whatever it was. They made a very credible looking fire truck, and unfortunately then they drove around the track at about the speed that the real fire truck drives around the speed. I mean, their average lap was like 35 miles an hour. But they seemed to have a good time, car looked great, definitely worth the Judge's Choice.
Organizer's Choice went to a theme that we've been begging for years. And of course, it's the Japanese Bozozoku theme, which
is a natural. It's such a natural.
Just one of the greatest things to happen to the car hobby ever.
Yeah.
And so BTB won in their Nissan Sentra, did a great Bozozoku Organizer's Choice.
Now, index of effluency. Every now and again, once in a generation, something so spectacular comes along that you're in awe. It was like the backward truck in New Orleans. You know that this car is out there. You see it, but every time you see it, your brain just sort of like, what the, I don't understand. It was so fantastic. So Speedy Cop, and he's been making noise for half a year about this thing. He takes a Toyota van, rips the top off, throws it away. He takes a 1956 twin-engine Cessna, cuts a hole in the bottom, puts it on top of the van. 6 months of actually making it work later, thing shows up. It is totally awesome. It goes out, it drives around the racetrack all race long, no problems, no crashes, no nothing. It was spectacular. IOE wrapped up, can't touch it.
You know, I noticed in the final standings that it came in 65th out of 84 entries, which may not seem so impressive, but the way I see it is that means 19 totally sorry-ass teams lost to the plane.
Yeah, it's totally awesome.
And furthermore, I put this on Facebook, and there are a couple. That's why I don't pay attention to lemons anymore. It is just too much. All I can say is if you see a road racing plane and your first reaction is to be upset with it, then you got problems, and you should seek help.
Yeah, totally agree with that. Speaking of problems, here's lemons in a nutshell.